Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Gabe coming back at you with another video here. I was sitting here thinking in my truck and I wanted to show you guys what do I bring out on the road when it comes in regards to tools to try to save you some money by being able to do some stuff yourself. But I have a whole bunch of tools. I'll share what I take with me, because I think that no owner operator out here, whether you're a skilled mechanic or not, should be coming out here without no tools at all. So if there's anything that you can learn from this video right now, is bring some tools. But we'll get into it right now in just a minute.
Share and subscribe.
So one of the things that I bring is obviously my computer. That's what I use right there to go ahead and edit. This is just a little inside of my truck. There's my bed. Got my TV. You guys don't have one of these bad boys right here, you should get one. Saves you money on food by bringing it on your own from the house. Got my fridge in here. A couple of things in there. I got another one, a freezer, and it's all powered by that bad boy right there. And she has been awesome. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll go ahead and put a picture of the thumbnail. You guys can see how I installed that bad boy. But I got a whole bunch of stuff up here. I use pretty much my top bunk for everything that I do. And right here in this section right here is pretty self-explanatory. I got oil, got coolant, and I got a whole bunch of miscellaneous parts. This is my other computer. This is where I have my Detroit software that I use. But in this handy dandy box right here is where I got a bunch of goodies. So I just try to carry as much as possible because, well, when you're out here, you're exposed to just, you know, road prices and everything. And when you can shop online and get a whole bunch of stuff at a better price, that's a better thing. You know, I got me some of this Stratoflex hose just in case anything blows out, and got me a fan for my APU. I got a blower fan for the AC, because with this 100-degree weathers right now, you definitely don't want to be without AC. I got this thing right here. This is your secondary slave for your clutch. I've had that go out before, so I never leave home without it. Then I got my handy dandy toolbox right here. Let me just see if I can get it open for you guys. Oh, come on, there we go. And I just carry a whole bunch of stuff, you know. I mean, I got an extra. This is my dozer block. This was the old one that I took off. If you guys haven't checked out those videos, I'll go ahead and put those videos right now here. Where I fix this part right here and show you how to install it, if you're interested in watching that. Then we got, you know, radiator hose. We got pads to clean. We got belts. We got ABS sensors right here. Old sensors. You know, I just got a whole bunch of miscellaneous things in here. Just a whole bunch of sensors. I got a purge valve in here. I'm not going to get all this stuff apart to show you guys, but I know by memory what I have. I have an EGR valve here. I have a fuel pump. I have belt tensioners, hoses, coolant, fans, and, you know, I got wheel seals here. Wheel seals. We got valve stems. Got the new EGR cooler right there. I have everything labeled. I just try to bring as much stuff as possible that I might be needing. But, you know, I got me a vacuum to vacuum in here in my truck. You know, for the most part, everything that I have here in the truck, like, it's just, my truck has a lot of stuff, but this bad boy right here, I'm not gonna take it out, but you guys have seen it in action. If you guys wanna see it in action, look for the videos there on my playlist. This right here is a bad boy right here. It's got plenty of power, it's battery powered. I can remove all my tires with one charge. I'm not sponsored or anything by them, but if you guys are looking for a power tool that you guys can use anywhere, this bad boy is the one to do it in. So I got, you know, fuel filters in here. This is one of my old injectors that I had just replaced. I got an extra alternator. You know, I got more hose. Then I got my toolkit here. Funnels, you know, extra harnesses and belts, and just miscellaneous clamps in there. This one's another fan. This one, what is this one? ITV valve. This one's an intake throttle valve. See, these are all things right here that can put you out of service, you know, if they fail. So the more you have on board, the better. What's this? Oh, this is the tool that I use to change the injectors out to be able to get the rockers out. This one right here, guys, if you guys have a Detroit Series 60, oh my God. This bad boy right here, I recommend so much having an extra one. I'll show it to you in a minute. Anytime you're replacing a fuel filter in one of these trucks that has that little collar, you break that collar because you put a little bit of beans into that bad boy, and you're shit out of luck. You're gonna be stuck there because you won't be able to run the truck. I learned that the hard way. I went ahead and replaced it, and now I never leave home without it. But this is this bad boy right here. This one's brand new, it's just a little bit dirty. This collar right here, this one's the one that broke. When you're tightening it down, it cracked right here and it lost pressure. And I was not a happy guy. But I recommend you guys carrying one of these. I got my tools. I'm all about power tools, guys. Show you guys these right here. I got just miscellaneous tools in here. You know, this thing right here, I use it like a lot. Take off bolts and everything. It's like a mid-torque 3/8. Beautiful, love it. Then I got my drill in case you need to drill holes or whatever, you know. And I got these step bits. These step bits is the video that I used to install the inverter. Those bad boys right there, they worked great. And you know, then I got right here this other one where you can stick the bits in there, different type of bits, and it works great. You know, we got our set here, our cobalt set. I bought these at, I think, Northern Tool. I've had them I've had them forever, but it's just a drill bit tool. You never know when you're gonna need those. A lot of times you use those to put the mud flat bolts in there. And so yeah, we got that. And then this thing right here, this is my die grinder. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do everything with one hand, and I got like 10 million things in here, and you know, but this die grinder right here is pretty sweet. You put these pads on it, like whenever you're gonna clean any type of surface in it, and they cleans the surface for you. Got a whole bunch of batteries. I got cutting wheels in case you need to cut anything. You know, you just put this adapter on there, that little adapter on there, and you're able to convert it into different type of tools. You know, we got our caulking gun in case we need to put silicone on anything. This thing right here is what I put on the side of my fender. Whenever I replaced that fender, it just comes with a piece of plastic, so I put that bad boy in there. This one right here is another fan for my APU. I believe so. Yeah, it's another fan for my APU, because again, you don't want to be without it whenever you're out here. Below here is my EGR cooler. It's a brand new EGR cooler that I have on here. And yeah, like I said, you know, you want to keep as many things as possible that can cost you a lot of money out of here on the road. And being prepared, you know, is the best advice that I can give any either new owner operator or current owner operators is have as many stuff as possible in here. I mean, I would probably say that inside my truck here, you know, I got probably 75% of the space used up here is in tools, but it's stuff that, you know, you may not use it every day, but believe me, when you need it, you're happy that it's there. So that's part of the tools. I got some more tools up here in the front. This right here, guys, is a badass light right here. I've used it a lot before. Super bright. It's made by Lenser. I'm a very big fan of that brand. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, but if they want to sponsor me. This thing right here is pretty sweet, man. You could even control it with your phone. You know, you always need lights, you know, because sometimes you got to fix crap whenever you're, you know, out on the road or whatever. Check out this dash, man. If you didn't check out that last video, I'll put a link on that one too. Look at that bad boy. It looks brand new. And it cost me 75 bucks, but it could have cost me 10 had I known which stepper motor was in it. No, my gauges work. It's not all broken and crappy. It looks beautiful. It looks brand spanking new. And I don't know if you know this or not, but that right there, you need it. Got my CD player up in this bad boy. Then we got tools upon tools upon tools. I got my 1/2-inch impact IR gun and that case right there at the bottom. You know, I got a whole bunch of brake cleaner and funnels and, you know, just miscellaneous stuff in there that you always need. I got more flashlights. I got blue towels. So here we have some more tools right here. You know, I got my digital gauge, you know, just a cheap gauge there. I got in Amazon. It's digital, and I like those better than the ones that fling that thing out. It works really well to be able to check your tire pressures. You know, I got me some PB blaster. This battery corrosion stuff, you've seen me, if you haven't seen that video where I installed the inverter, this thing protects your batteries. Cable's really good. Like, you know, the lugs and the pieces of metal that connect onto it, it works really well. Here I got some more tools. I've had this tool set, guys, for maybe 10 years. So I got this thing right here. That's to change your fuel filters with. Got my APU running, nice and cool in there. And then we got, if I can get them out. So I got these tools right here. You know, just a general tool set. Got those bad boys right there. Got standard and metric. Oh, that's not good. It opened up in here. Oh, I'm gonna have to. It's a good thing I'm taking them out then, huh? Telling you. Oh, we got those tools that opened up. Golly, telling you. We got our strap, just a generalized strap to be able to take filters off or whatever. Got all these. I got my kingpin lock. I've had this impact gun, guys, forever. This Craftsman one, I mean, I have beat the dog shit out of this bad boy right here. I've had this thing for 15 years and it still works good. I don't use it that often anymore ever since I got that 3/8 one, but it's nice to have for little, you know, when you get bigger bolts that are a little bit more stubborn or whatever, they work pretty good. Got my triangle straps. I got these bad boys right here, ratchet straps, the pivot right here. These work good when you're working in tight spaces. And then I just got just a general tool set, you know. We got our 1/4-inch ratchet style. We got our 3/8. We got our 1/2 with swivels and everything. And then we got miscellaneous stuff over here, you know, Torx bits. I use those quite a bit. You know, we got the Allen wrench style and extensions and stuff like that. I mean, pretty much with all these tools that you guys are seeing, I mean, for the most part, I'm able to do pretty much everything. When it comes to bigger bolts, for example, like these or whatever, I have bigger wrenches. I mean, I think the ones that are in that kit fit it, but I have bigger wrenches that'll fit it at the house. And yeah, it works really well. You know, I got just extra. These right here work really good to get those big filters, and I use these for my APU because it's at an angle and you're able to get it off pretty good. Guys, This is probably one of the best tools I've ever bought. I know it's stupid for some people, but gotta save them knees a little bit, you know what I mean? These bad boys right here, when you gotta be on that, working on anything here, or whatever, or underneath, you know, these things work out very, very good for you. Also got my coveralls, you know, when you need to get underneath the truck or whatever, you know, you don't want to be getting underneath, you know, in these truck stuffs, man. Anybody that's been driving for a while, you know exactly what I mean. You don't want to be, you know, on the floor where it smells like piss. So yeah, that's the reason why I get my coveralls. And you know, like just touching tools, look at the way it is already, you know. Last but definitely not least, I never leave home without these bad boys. You don't want to be getting, you know, right now it's not that bad, you know, that dirty hands, but when you're dealing with grease and crap like that, you definitely want to have some gloves. So in conclusion, you just want to carry yourself some tools. You know, there was a couple of tools that I didn't show you. I had another toolbox, but I have like so much stuff in here to be able to take everything out and put back in there, whatever. It's just going to be a pain in the ass, but pretty much by telling you guys, most of you guys will understand what's up. You know, have a toolbox with just screwdrivers in there and tape and a razor and dikes and pliers, and you know, so you just want to carry as many tools as possible. And not only that, but prepare yourself with different parts, just like I was showing you. You know, I got a couple of things that I didn't show you on there, like on my APU system. It uses capacitors in there and a couple of wires. I try to carry all that stuff with me, so in case if I have a problem when I'm out here, I'm able to just fix it no matter where I'm at. Just like right now that I'm at a truck stop, or if I'm in a rest area or whatever, like I have the ability to be able to fix the stuff there, you know, especially when it comes to APU, because let me tell you something, it'll get super hot in this truck, you know, just like any truck, you know. You have that I got my APU on right now. Let's see here. We are at a nice, cool 68 degrees. Nice and chilly up in there, you know. I like it nice and cold. I don't like being hot. I think most of you guys don't like being hot either. But I just try to carry as many possible things, you know, belts, hoses, coolant, you know, miscellaneous parts that in my particular truck that I know mess up, like that EGR valve, you know, it's a part that's not always easy to find. So I carry one there in a spare because it's happened to me before when they just fail. I said it before, guys, it's a machine. It don't give a shit how you feel. It don't care where you're at. It's just gonna break where it wants to break at, you know what I mean? But if you're a little bit prepared with a couple of things, right? If you have a major engine damage or whatever, you know, then that's a different story, you know. But, you know, I have an alternator that fails. I got another one right there. I have an alternator for my APU as well if that one fails. You know, I carry Freon, I carry my gauges, I carry my vacuum pump in case we have any issues with our AC. Like I said, the coolant. I showed you guys that hose that goes in the bottom. I've had that one rip open on me, you know, out on the open road, and it lost all my coolant. So underneath my bunk, I actually have more gallons of coolant. I usually try to carry about 13 gallons here in the truck. And the reason why I do it is very simple. I learned my lesson when that happened to me last time, because it ended up costing me like $1,000 for road service to bring me a hose and bring me 13 gallons of coolant. When at the house, I got the coolant, I think it was maybe like 12 bucks a pop. It's probably like about what, 130 bucks. And the hose was like another, you know, 30 bucks or whatever. So I keep an extra hose. And I keep enough coolant in here to where anything that goes wrong, to where the system completely empties out, I have the coolant on board to be able to put back in. You know, just little things like that, you know, belt tensioners, belts, light bulbs. You know, I have a little kit with different air fittings, you know, to where if an air fitting breaks off or whatever, you can slap that bad boy on wherever you're at. I have an electrical kit as well with a whole bunch of just, you know, different spade connectors and stuff like that. Have a little torch for the heat shrink or whatever. I have my big crimper that you guys have seen me use in previous videos, and my little crimpers, and you know, just things like that. Is you wanna try to prepare yourself as much as possible so that if you have a problem out here, that you're able to fix it on your own. You know, I mean, guys, I know that a lot of the things in a truck seems intimidating, you know, like big stuff, internal engine stuff, and like, you know, things like that. But, you know, to change an alternator out, or, you know, things like that you could probably do out on your own. Even somebody that's not experienced, you got YouTube, you can search it up in there, how to change an alternator in XX truck or whatever. And 9 times out of 10, these videos come up to where it's just common sense sometimes, If you have an alternator that has 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and you take the belt off and it comes out, you're gonna put it back on the same exact way. You could even mark the bolts, where they go. Most of them are the same, some of them are not, some of them are longer, shorter, whatever. But you get the idea, a lot of these repairs, you guys can do them yourself. On a downturn market right now, guys, you gotta try to save yourself some money. You got to. Otherwise, all your money is gonna go to mechanics, and that's gonna lead to, you maybe going bankrupt or whatever, a lot of people are, think about it for a second. Let's use our brain for a little bit right now. If big ass companies, multi-million-dollar companies are going under, what can we, just a one truck owner operator, or maybe a fleet owner of a couple of trucks, expect? If these big ass companies are, going belly up, it's even harder for the little guy. So you got to try to do as much as possible to try to save a little bit of money. But, I'm pretty sure I got tools in this truck right now that I'm forgetting about, but I wanted to give you guys just a basic idea. But do yourself a favor, especially if you're a new owner operator or even a current owner operator. Bring some sort of tools, even if it's a basic toolkit that has some pliers and, some screwdrivers and some sockets, and, because you're gonna need them to a certain extent. And if you don't want to bring them on the truck, then just pay somebody. But that's the whole point of what I'm trying to teach somebody, is the more that you're prepared, the better off you're going to be, because you're able to just fix it yourself, keep on rolling. I had a mud flap yesterday go out on me on the trailer where it just ripped a little bit. The holes that hold it onto the bracket, it was just swinging out. Cut that bad boy out, got my drill, drilled some new holes, got my impact gun, zipped them on down. I was on the road in 10 minutes, versus waiting on road service. I probably wouldn't have stopped on the side of the road for a mud flap anyway, but just giving you guys an example. But even if you take it to the TA or whatever, even if it's a mud flap, it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna get it done right away. There might be 6, 7 guys in front of you. And that mud flap might turn into, instead of it being a 5-minute job that you did it on your own, it might turn into a 4, 5, 6 hour wait for somebody to do it for you. So just little things like that, that can help you save some money. I have a whole bunch of sensors on here. I've talked about my timing sensors before, where they've gone out on me and the truck will just shut off. It won't turn on at all no more. So the moral of the story is, so that we don't keep on rolling this tape a little bit more, is try to be as prepared as possible and bring some tools and bring some common parts that might fail. It is part of DOT rule to have fuses and stuff like that, and light bulbs and things of that nature. But most people don't carry as excessive stuff as I do. I got alternators and sensors and EGR valves and fans and you name it. I got a Gabe's Mobile Mini shop right here on wheels. And at the end of the day, guy, it saved me a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of stress. Because when something happens, if knowledge is power, guys, just remember that knowledge is power. If you know how to do something good, it'll either make you money or it's going to save you some money, and it's, again, it's a machine and it can break down whenever, but the probability goes way down. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay out here, keep them wheels rolling, go home to our family safe and sound, and go home with a couple of bucks so that we can pay them bills. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for you guys today on this short video, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed, hit it right now. Help a guy get monetized so I can continue making great content like this. Check out my playlist. I got a whole bunch of different videos on how to do miscellaneous things. EGR valves and, not EGR valves, the DPF stuff, and just different videos like that. If you don't know how to do something, chances are that I'll have a video on it. And if I don't have it, comment down below. maybe I can make a video on what you're looking forward to doing. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this video done for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Those of you that are still watching up to this point, don't forget to share it, like it, give me a thumbs up. You guys stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
You know.